So we're back at Nomad here, Dragonstar versus Motastic. I'm going to switch the colors here just for, yeah, ease of vision here. Again, we have Persons Malians, not too surprising for a Nomad matchup here. The reason being that the dock can be placed instantly and you can start fishing immediately as well with both of these civilizations. Malians because they save wood on each and every wood building they ever construct, and Persians because they start with 50 extra food and wood, giving them a nice early eco boost for any map, but especially Nomad, given the abundance of fish across the map here. Not loving the Dragonstar's dock. Well, actually, it's quite good. Usually you see the best dock spots down south near the edge of the map, but deep fish here, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots of deep fish. Yeah, it's okay. Here would be even better, of course, but obviously you want to dock up ASAP as well to get the first few fishing ships out, and that's what the Dragonstar is doing here. While Motastic already has the first fish out, so completing the dock a bit earlier. 4-3 in the eco department for now, that's due to that fishing ship going up first, and their town center completion times, they are going to be quite identical here, yes. Just a few seconds apart, that doesn't make any big difference in the villager production potential. Let me just speed this up a little bit because it is Nomad. There's usually not going to be very much early aggression here. Nice scouting from Motastic there to find the boar. Their distance between them is kind of Arabia-esque here, maybe a little bit closer. So it's not going to be necessarily going to be any early tower wars here. It could be like the previous game we saw with Oladeshek and Alfred, that the first bit of fighting will be happening on water. Motastic clicking up just there, and they seem to be quite evenly matched in the feudal age transition here, with the Dragonstar beating Motastic to it with just a few seconds here. Let's see for the docks here. We have 1, 2 docks for the Dragonstar. Motastic currently just on 1. No, wait, 2 docks, sorry. I'm blind. 2 docks for both players, but it's 10 fish to 6 for Motastic, so Motastic investing more heavily into the fish here. They're both queuing fire galleys out of both their docks. But the issue here that it could come down to the Persians player having 10% faster working docks. Looks like Motastic is basically playing the Path Castle approach here. Could be rewarded for sure. Market goes up, blacksmith goes up. Once these buildings complete, Motastic has all the resources in the world needed to get to that next stage. Where are the fire galleys though? They're moving away, which is bad news for Motastic here. No fire galleys at home to defend at all. Could mean quite a few dead fishing ships here if Motastic doesn't react to Dragonstar's movement here. Dragonstar knows that both of these docks are here. He knows where to hit the fish, and that's exactly where he's sending the fire galleys as well. He's been scouting effectively the whole shoreline here. Castle Age on the way for Motastic though. 10 fish, that is quite a lot until you get your farm eco rolling at home, so it could be devastating for Motastic to lose all of the fish here before the Castle Age kicks in, because you basically won't have food to sustain town center and army production, but we'll see. Fire galleys in production here, and with Castle Age kicking in you could get to fire ship as well. Overall number is an issue here though. It is a concern with Dragonstar with 4 military to Motastic's 2. Yeah, let's have a look at the Eco KD. 4 Eco units killed by Dragonstar here, but there are some fire galleys around for Motastic as well here, not chasing the Dragonstar's fishing ships here. Castle Age is in, that's probably why he's pulling them away to get the... He's gonna get the upgrade. It's not really committing more to water now. Let's have a look if there's any land aggression planning here. Is dropping a castle, defending his own stone, fortifying some map positioning here, and let's see here. One fire galley against another one, using the fishing ship here maybe to block a little bit. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but this one seems to be an even trade for Motastic, but again, 2 more fire galleys for the Dragonstar here to engage. Dragonstar still in the feudal, missing 100 food to get to that next age, which could be a concern here, depending on Motastic's plan here. Don't understand this castle. It kind of protects home base, it protects this stone, but it doesn't really do any damage unless you want to play the Gebettos here. Puzzled as to the purpose of this castle. Another town center for Motastic as well. The Dragonstar lagging behind here in the progress. 1 minute 40 seconds to go for the castle age. The overall eco massively in the lead here though, 42 to 29, and is indeed the Gebettos here for Motastic. Interesting. I mean, he could definitely hit the gold here if he finds the Dragonstar's location here. Dragonstar going double stables here. Speed and mobility of the Persian Knights should easily be able to handle the Gebetto forward, I think. Because Gebettos, yes, they have high damage output. They're basically female throwing axemen, throwing axemen, throwing knife women. But their HP is very low, 30 hit points. Gonna run right into some buildings here, and Dragonstar probably puzzled as to what's happening here now. Dragonstar with Spearmen out, that's not gonna do anything against these women. They will be focused down, and Dragonstar now forced to abandon the gold here. Motastic significantly behind in the economy here because of the basically all of the fish lost at this point. Free fish boom for Dragonstar should make for an amazing Persian's play here, but Motastic getting some good trades, aggression on land here now. Look at the villager numbers, just like that. 5 villagers dead through Gebetto raids of Motastic. I think the Knights will work this out, though. Just look at the HP difference here. High damage output for the Gebettos, but they also die rather quickly to the melee engagements. Yeah, that's actually a fascinatingly good trade. That's 2 Gebettos for 2 Knights. And speed of those, you actually only need 4 to one-shot a Loon Villager. That's amazing. I didn't know they were this good of a raiding unit. Great forward of Motastic now. Feels a bit meaty to go straight for the Gebettos, fast castle Gebettos for Nomad, but why not? It seems to be working. Motastic has been getting 10 villager kills here, and the Dragonstar has no 13 actually. Dragonstar has 10, and that's all fish. 40 to 34 here now is the villager situation. 3 third town center up for Motastic here with the Dragonstar only on 1, but in return has the fish still alive. So Knights +1/+1 now, extra attack, extra defense. But the Gebettos, they actually can match the Knights on speed, at least until Husbandry kicks in here. With Husbandry in, I think the Dragonstar should be able to catch up to the Gebettos. But we'll have to be patient here. Probably wise to wait for +2 attack and a few more Knights as well, or definitely wait for some more numbers before engaging, as Motastic tries to gebate the Knights into defensive castle fire here, and the monk on point there. One going down. Nice little cheeky split there from the Dragonstar, pulling them away again, and will probably be using his own monk to heal these warriors up. The Dragonstar pulling the villagers away from gold now, maybe expecting something like this to happen. A second castle going up. They seen, let's see the scouting here. Seeing the castle on the stone here, that could indicate more castles from Motastic. And instead of trying to stop this castle from going up, the Dragonstar is relocating the miners to somewhere else. Yeah, TC on the gold to the side here. Perfect. Motastic has decent scouting here, but doesn't know that the town center is going up on this side, so for now, the Dragonstar has gold access. Even converts a Geppetto there. Persian Geppetto. Melee ranged attack for the Geppettos. 10+1 attack now with that +1 in. You see they kill buildings quite efficiently here. 2 castles with Geppettos now for Boltastic, and Dragonstar doesn't seem to quite know what to do here. Obviously not panicking here, but committing to the knights, and as the Geppetto numbers increase, they are going to be able to one-shot knights as well, I think. Yeah, you need at least twice the number of Geppettos, I guess, when the knights have defense and bloodlines and whatnot, but still looking at the eco KD here, 15 villagers killed by Motastic, 57 villagers to 45 now, and quite a bit of that is fishing ships for the Dragonstar, so Motastic establishing and fortifying a villager's lead here now. Good micromanagement. And now taking the gold here next to the castle, perfectly protected here. Pushing Dragonstar further to the north, where resource access will become an issue eventually. There's gold over to this side as well, could maybe Castle Hill at some point, but Dragonstar's clock is ticking here. It's falling behind in economy, 40 villagers to 64 here. Then there's the fish income to sustain Knight's production, of course, but doesn't look too good right now. That's a good mangonel shot though, getting to some Geppettos here. And another one. Now, Malians get redemption, so if you want to use your monks to convert enemy siege, you could do that as well. It is a gold costly investment, but Motastic actually has the gold for it here. If Dragonstar invests more into the siege defense against the Geppettos here. Map positioning, I'm liking it for Motastic here. Gold access over here, gold access over here. But it needs to move to the side as well and find the expansion of the economy of the Dragonstar to make sure that the Dragonstar's gold access is limited for whatever units Dragonstar means to make here. Production capability is going down though, really delaying the Knight's masses here. And looks like a defensive castle is in the planning for Dragonstar here as well. So 17 military to 14 here, Motastic with 74 to 50 in the villagers. So the overall population is well ahead from Motastic here. More villagers, slightly more military. Looking good for the Malians for now. And again, raiding with the Geppettos here. So easy to one-shot villagers if you can hit them, that is. Knight running in here, Monk trying to get conversion, but 17, no, 10 plus 1 attack. Not to be best rolled with here. Eco KD at a whooping 31 for Motastic here. But now Dragonstar is with the counter raids here. He has Knights down south here, close to Motastic's town center. 1000 score lead for Motastic, but the Eco, or the KD in general, makes a difference here as well. That contributes to your score, as well as the castles. Dragonstar now 200 stone short of a castle, and in the meantime Motastic is going into the pikemen here to complement the siege, and now going to drop a castle straight in the face of the Dragonstar here. while the area you maybe really want to focus on is to the left side here, where there are 2 new DCs and a bit of a reboom from Dragonstar to the side. That house might actually... it's outside of the line of sight for now. Another castle in the face of the Dragonstar here. Persians monks doing their thing here, but is it gonna be a 1-for-1? Yeah, 1-for-1 Mangadal trade. Castle in your face, and the Dragonstar will lose eventually this town center on the woods and stones over here. I'm guessing once the stone allows that the Dragonstar will drop a castle in this area to protect the main economy over here. He's making some ranges, but GG well played is called. Strong performance by tastic here to basically go past Castle Geppettos on Nomad and win the game through ridiculous rates. 32 villagers killed, the Dragonstar 17 eco KD, but that's mainly the fish economy, which tastic didn't make himself dependent upon. It transitioned eventually into land economy with 3 town centers, 3 castles, good map positioning, obviously a player familiar with Nomad here. I'm assuming this is tastic's home map as well. Let's browse through the stats here and go to game 2. Economy is comparable here, but more gold, more stone for tastic, more resources overall, 4,000 more resources. Uptimes basically identical here, 4 seconds apart, while the cast stage timing straight, or fast castle from tastic, and naval investment for the Dragonstar. Maybe I can't really accuse the Dragonstar of over compensating for the naval situation either, because it didn't really invest that much into it. But in the end, 84 villagers to 53, solid eco lead and solid military performance as well, with a slightly higher KD, but much larger army high for tastic. Let's see what game 2 will bring us here. I think we're going to... okay. I think for AOE Leagues it's any standard AOE 2 map, so Cup isn't really in the pool. But who am I to judge? They're gonna play Cup, and it's probably going to be a fun one here. So let's see what Cup brings us. So, alright. First time playing this map as tastic is picking the Berbers, which is a strong land civilization and decent for water as well. Villagers and ships move faster for the Berbers. You could use that to your advantage, of course. But it's not the civilization I've seen for Cup anytime. Could be that tastic is thinking about the docking here. I'm playing the galleys maybe or something like that then. Even fire galleys, we'll see. Let's switch Dragonstar's color again and give him the red because of visual reasons. Drush can be incredibly strong on this map, and as well as men-at-arms. So the Dragonstar with Celts here, faster wood collection, good boom potential because of that. Easier to get to the farms and do whatever you need to open it, but Celts infantry, they move faster as well. So that's starting in the feudal age. So the Celts men-at-arms, something you don't want to mess around with. They'll catch up with you. But faster moving men-at-arms or infantry against faster Berbers villagers. Maybe tastic will get away with it after all. They said Rush is strong on this map because of this hybrid terrain. You can't walk on water, but you can walk on the hybrid terrain. And when you do, you could use your Drush to hit enemy fishing ships and obstruct their fishing if they try to go for the fishing on this this hybrid map, which you usually want to do because that's an extra food source, basically a second Dark Age town center for your food income. So no sign of any barracks yet, no mill either, so it might still be pre-milled rushes in the planning here. I see 5 on wood for Motastic, which is quite common for hybrid maps, because you need extra wood to sustain your dock and fish production. But yeah, Dragonstar's scouting should be on point here. He doesn't see the dock going up just yet. But the scout is just around the corner here. He's probably seen the 5 on wood, which again is an indication of a naval investment. And as being the Celts here, Dragonstar, knowing the map, knows that pre-milled rush can be very powerful to obstruct the fish. And it's so annoying as well. Motastic is going to rip his hair out once the militia, aka Angry Housewives on my channel, will be finding the fish. There we go, scouting on point for Dragonstar here. And yeah, that's going to be the first target for the militia, I think. Motastic has not seen the barracks going up. In fact, Motastic has lost its starting scout to enemy TC. So rip Motastic scout, the Dragonstar using the mobility of the scouts and the militia here to obstruct the fish. Thanks for casting. Yeah, Farmman, my pleasure. Had some nice games so far. This is going to be the last set though of this fairly short stream because yeah, I kind of want to follow the Open Classic as well, but figured I'd cast a few sets after playing my own set. Is he actually patrolling here? Dragonstar is patrolling just in case this fishing ship decides to move, but the scout sneaks in on the other side, and Motastic is going to lose the fish here, and it's going to be so annoyed by the fact that he cannot fish. These ponds are too small here. You're actually rangeable by melee units from land, and it's a weird rush, but it's also efficient. And given that since these militia haven't taken any damage either, the Dragonstar could also upgrade them into men-at-arms later on. How did that one die? Yeah, that's the thing. This is like one tile in each direction, so the scout somehow was able to reach the fish. I'm glad Motastic is taking it with a laugh, though. It has to be so frustrating. There's the barracks. Could be that we'll be seeing some... I mean, in all fairness, Motastic could still play the scouts here, because Dragonstar is quite open here. Is shore fishing the deep fish here, and doesn't really care what's going on here. 2 of the 3 militia are moving out, but the last one standing by here, ready to hit the fish. Yeah, it's so stupid, the fish on this map. Or the power of Drush on this map. Small walls for Motastic here to keep the Drush out, but now the Fuel Age is on the way for the Dragonstar as well. Probably not going to go into the men-at-arms here, but once the Fuel Age kicks in, the militia will be moving faster, which means that the faster moving Berbers villagers will have a harder time running away from the aggression as well. Splitting up takes surprisingly little damage here, Motastic. Obstructs the mill, the food income here. And yeah, since Motastic can't freely fish here, he has to mill, of course, to take advantage of the resources on land instead. But the rush for the Dragonstar is so powerful here. Kelt Paladin for the win. Somehow I have a feeling that we won't be getting to Kelt Paladins this game, but remains to be seen, of course. So Eco KD, Dragonstar managing to get one Eco unit here, so he actually did get a Wilder kill at some point. Tastic going for the scouts here. And should be able to take the fish with the scouts actually, as long as they are moving on the hybrid terrain. And then again, melee units on hybrid terrain that's just asking to be hit by a demolition ship at some point. And now we get to see the Spearman line bonus against ships here. It's so it's so hilarious that they have so much bonus damage against ships. Not sure if it applies to fishing ships, but it's still annoying like crazy. Fire galley out for the Dragonstar as well. Wants the fish and food income for themselves here. Yeah, but only spearmen actually, not pikemen and halberdiers for some reason. Back in the day, ships were classified as camels. I think they remedied that in the 5th edition, but for some reason that spearman bonus attack against ships still stands, as far as I know. I think there's like 7 or 12 bonus damage or something stupid like that. So the spear's actually working like an offensive unit here, but also defensively against the scouts of the Tastic, which is probably the main reason Dragonstar is making spearmen here. One archer, no less. But more in the making. 3 archers total for the Dragonstar here. It's gonna send this one over to the woodline, I think, to yeah, further idle resources on multiple sites here. Tastic dropping the defensive archery range here, but it's gonna take some time until the skirmishers can enter the game just yet. Defensive tower on the gold, I like that. That secures the gold for further access. Top side here, the scouts are on the move, and they're gonna get some fish here off the Dragonstar. So I guess with the spearmen forward and the archers, scouts won't do much at home base. So might as well just move out and try and obstruct the Dragonstar's eco income here. And now it's the Dragonstar who has to hide in a lake or a pond here to secure the fishing ships. Eco KD. Nothing too crazy though. 4 kills for the Dragonstar, 3 of those being fish, I think. And Tastic with just 1 falling behind here, most definitely. No eco upgrades for Tastic. Double wit and horse collar is in for the Dragonstar. And yeah, eco closer to the cast age for the Dragonstar as well. Berbers really start to shine in the Castle Age with their cheaper cavalry, 15% cheaper cavalry units, but then again with the faster moving Celts pikemen, it's not as easy to play Berbers here either. And in the very late game in the Imperial Age, Celts have the edge for sure because they could go for a halb siege push against Berbers, and it's basically almost nothing Berbers can do against that other than Onager or full champions. I don't think this game will go to Imp though. The Dragonstar seems nicely in control here, establishing a military lead, has the military lead as well. And we might be seeing this going to this set going to a 1-1 here. Shouldn't call it too soon, of course, but Tastic, he did admit that it's his first time ever playing this map. So, let's see. Ruben Thomas on fire, hello! Skirmishers are out. They counter both spearmen and archers. That's a good call for sure by Tastic here, defensively. And will now figure out that the backside is open here if it doesn't already, so that needs to be covered by a couple of houses or something. so that the Dragonstar can't just easily move in here. Fire Galley is doing work on the hybrid terrain here. They're even taking out houses, which ironically will cause Moltastic to get housed here. That's gotta be so annoying. Oh, and yeah, Moltastic desperately needs a house now. We'll need to scramble one up or wait for this one to complete. All production ceased now from Moltastic. And look at the idle TC time, we're ticking away here. Dragonstar slightly higher idle TC time, but again, 6 villagers lead, or eco units rather. And about to lose some of it here. Oh, nice block. But as long as the Dragonstar can get to the Castle Age sooner, which is the case here, he should have this one in the pocket. Castle Age, Celts have faster firing siege. Not much Moltastic can do to stop a pike and siege push here now with the yeah, skirmishers, scouts, whatnot, feudal age units in general. We'll see what the Dragonstar does in the Castle Age here. Because it's actually going double stables here with the Celts, which is funny, against Berbers. But Dragonstar obviously knows that he's ahead here in economy from the very drush opening. And with what's probably going to be the Celtic Knights here, skirmishers are a no-go for Moltastic. They're going to be shredded by just very first knight here. +1/+1 for the Dragonstar here. Does have enough wood to drop a forward siege workshop, which is exactly what's being done here as well. Not quite Huang style here, but forward siege, perfect call on the hybrid terrain here. But then you have the naval armies here to protect your forward as well. A couple of spearmen. And yeah, skirmishers, again, not really the issue here once you have the knights out. Moltastic still missing 250 food to go to the Castle Age, and it's just very, very far behind at this point. Yeah, it's gonna clean up the skirmishers just to really be rid of that annoyance. Splitting up the armies again here. I love Dragonstar's army management here. Splitting up small groups of armies to idle as much economy as possible. Worker efficiency down to 59.6% for Moltastic here, and the score lead increasing convincingly for the Dragonstar here. Finally, Moltastic is on the way to the Castle Age as well. But looking at the food and gold economy here, it's not going to be easy to mass up on Berber's camels here, even to deal with the Celtic Knights. And you probably won't be making camels here with Berbers anyway, because Celts have fantastic spears overall. There is a chance in theory that this TC could go down before Moltastic gets to the Castle Age, but that would involve tasking all of the melee units to attack the building as well. 70% up. 2 mangonels pushing down. Celt mangonels fire faster. Yeah, it's not gonna commit. But even with the Castle Age kicking in here for Moltastic, the eco situation is less than stellar here for whatever follow-up might be planned here. House goes down again, but this time around Moltastic has enough house, doesn't need to... will not get housed here anytime soon. Oh, so close! So close! Defensive castle trying to go up here, but I think it's just too many units here for the Dragonstar for this castle to go up. It's sending in the 3 mangonels to target villagers. It's sending in the knights to first focus the spears, then spread out and get the builders, and now the 3, soon to be 4 mangonels to shred even more villagers here. Eco KD now 12-4 for the Dragonstar, and 1 mangonel to stop the building here. Moltastic calls the GG, and the set ends for a 1-1 here. And great match on Cup for this one. 14 knights, Celt Knights, the most created units for the Dragonstar here, but why not? When you're up to the Castle Age earlier, lacking Bloodlines, you could still mass them if you have the eco and the map makes sense for it. There was mainly skirmishers from Moltastic on the field, and the knights easily kill those, and they're a fantastic raiding unit regardless. Quick look at the stats here, and then I'll be calling the stream for now. Yeah, pretty convincing KD here, 44 to 21. I'm sure Motastic got slightly tilted by the early rush on the fish investment there. Up times Motastic earlier with the scouts plan here, but then much later to the castle age and not able to get that crucial defensive castle up in time to stop the Celts' strong siege push there. Knights and siege for the Celts, though not pikes and siege against the brothers, but it worked out regardless. APM chart to conclude it here shows spikes in the 100s here for Motastic. Not the highest of APM here, but still stable in the 60s, so lots of actions going on for sure. GG.